So today is a full face of Merit Beauty. Merit is a clean brand with a minimalistic approach, which is right up my alley. I absolutely love brands that care about their products and their ingredients, and Merit is a brand that I already reviewed, and I asked if I should do a review with the rest of the line. And I mean, any excuse to keep playing with makeup and buy more makeup, it's good for me. So I got more products, and some of them were actually gifted by the brand. I have a lot of products here. I'm not really wearing anything that's not Merit. This is full on a full face of Merit Beauty. One of the things that I mentioned on my first review was that Merit formulated everything without acne triggering ingredients. So for me, since I am very oily and acne prone, I feel like this is important and it makes me feel more confident in using the brand. So let's get into it. If you really like it, please give it a thumbs up. I am wearing a blazer today because it's cold. I'm going to start off with the foundation in my shade, which is Linen. What I really love about stick foundations is that they don't change colors. They don't oxidize. They stay the color you see them. So the brush I haven't used before, that is blending amazing. The one thing about stick foundations is that some of them do tend to enhance dryness. So I would definitely recommend exfoliating and hydrating. The shade looks pretty good. I do find it to be a tad bit light. It's pretty good with my neck, but with my shoulders, it's a little bit lighter. This is a complexion stick that you can use both in your face and in your under eye. I do prefer it as a foundation. I do feel like this is pretty good coverage. So for extra coverage, I usually just go back and dab it on the areas that need it. So for example, this one right here, you just like tap. It's gonna cover it very, very well. So I think this is a really good base. It covered up my acne and every other imperfection. They don't have any bronzers, but to be honest, this formula is good enough that you could just purchase another color. I went with Buff, which was a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to be, but I think we can make it work as a bronzer or contouring kind of hybrid. So let's see, I'm going to go in, well, it's a little more orange. I would have probably preferred it a little bit darker, but this one's okay. And it blended so good. I also feel like I want to put some on my lids. And as you can tell, this is like very easy and effortless. It's not really like a lot of work going on here. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next product. I actually just want to get my brows out of the way, and they have a brow pomade. It's a volumizing pomade while also depositing some color. It's actually not super aggressive with the color. I feel like some brow products, the moment you can like brush it, you get like such a heavy amount of color. It just looks so bad, but not really the case with this one. It's not really depositing too much color actually. It's not like a super wet formula. It feels slightly waxy, I would say. That's actually way better than a lot of the other ones I've tried. Look at that difference. Look at that difference. This is definitely going into my makeup bag. So I think this product, more than holding them in place, they're really good at like coloring them in. You know what I mean? They actually look quite bushy, I would feel. Like, I am very pleasantly surprised with that one. What should I do next? Blush, right? I should do blush. I have two colors of the blush. I have Raspberry Beret and Terracotta. I don't really know what I want to go for right now. And I feel like Terracotta might look too similar to the bronzer. So I might add a little bit of Raspberry Beret. Let's see how this looks. On my last review, I used Terracotta. It looks like a very berry tone. I'm just gonna tap it in with my fingers, because I don't really want to drag it onto my skin and kind of remove the foundation, if you know what I'm saying. The formula is sheer. It's not like the most pigmented thing in the world, so it's gonna look really good even without makeup. It's kind of like a stain. That looks really cute. I want to move on to my lips now. I actually like to wear lip liner. I don't really wear anything without lip liner, so I'm going to use this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is Iconic Nude, and it's pretty neutral, so it goes well with a lot of different lip colors. So which one should I wear? I initially thought that with the blush, I was going to go with Sangria, but Pink Beat actually looks pretty good. But to be really honest, I really want to try Taupe. So I'm just gonna swatch them all. I'm gonna start with Taupe. It's a brown and neutral, and I just been eyeing it, and I'm really excited about this one. So I think it's the sheerest of all of these. I did swatch them. Oh, that looks good. It's like a really hint wash of color. It really just goes with my personality, I think. My style of makeup is always very neutral, leaning towards browns and light colors. I want to try the other colors, so this is how Taupe looks. They do feel really hydrating when you take them off, actually. So let's go with Pink Beat, which out of all of them looks like it has some more pigment. It's not as sheer out of the ones that I have here. Yeah, definitely has a lot more color, a lot more pigment. It looks really nice. If you want something with a lot more pigment, this one out of the ones that I have right now, it's definitely the one that has the most color. It's kind of like a coral. I actually think this would be really good on springtime and summer. Really like it. Okay, so I think I would wear a different lip liner with the Sangria color. Let's just try it. Let's just see. Perfect for like a date night. I think I'm just gonna leave this one on. It looks really nice. So what else do we have? We have a highlighter and mascara. Let's leave highlighter for last. Let's go with the mascara. This mascara is a tubing mascara, so it removes with water, and when you remove it, you just feel like little clumps falling out. But I figured it should be good for your lashes, so you don't have to tug too much. I do prefer this mascara with a second coat. In my first review, I thought that the mascara was going to be a little too natural for me, but it actually surprised me quite a bit. It has potential to be built up and look a little bit more volumizing, and it doesn't really smear or smudge. All in all, it is a good mascara. I feel like these lashes are less full than this one's. I'm trying. The last product I have here is the highlighter. I have both colors. One is pretty much like a very light color, and then this one is more pink tone. Can you tell the difference? Thing is that I already look super dewy. I usually always look kind of dewy because I'm very oily skin. But let's see. Okay, that looks good. It's supposed to look very natural. It doesn't really have sparkles on it. So it looks really nice. I'm gonna use GABA in the inner corners of my eyes. Okay, so since everything so far has been very dewy and glowy, I'm just gonna go in with the Ilia setting powder. Just kind of like mattify this area right here, which is kind of like the area that I don't like to be shiny. So I'm gonna use a fluffy brush. I'm not gonna pack it on. I'm not gonna bake. So this would be the finished look. I love how it turned out. Look at that glow. Overall, I really enjoy Merit and just the whole minimalistic approach to makeup. I do prefer it. This is all very much right up my alley. I've mentioned this before. So yeah, if you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.